For those of you who collect a Mega Spacemolly 400%, do you guys know who Trevor Andrew is? Yes, this is such a cool piece, but it's not just that. Collaborating with one of the, I would say, graffiti artists, more contemporary artists, this is really exciting for me to open up, especially because he loves playing around with materials, different materials that he can get his hands on. I cannot wait to see what this Mega Space 400% looks like. Hi everybody, and welcome back to Pop It and Purse, where we unbox and review, ta-da, Mega Spacemolly, any blind box item, and explore luxury goods, which in this case is a combination of luxury and Mega Spacemolly. I cannot wait to unbox this with all of you. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that you guys are as excited as I am as we unbox this Mega Spacemolly. So what are we waiting for? Let's go ahead and unbox. Ta-da! Wow, the box alone, I love it so much. If you can see it, it's all black. Let's just kind of look at it in detail a little bit more. I love the colors that they've used. As you can see, it's more like that graffiti look. There's like soda pop over here. There's really the graffiti look all over the box. The name and the title of his name is right there, which I also love. And of course, when we see graffiti, right, like we always think about those flames. And so they also use that in here. And then you guys know he was a snowboard competitor, right? And so having this like checkered look at the bottom is pretty cool too. So on the side, we have the side view of Molly. So that's pretty common on all of the boxes for the 400%. But again, that graffiti style is all over, even the back of the box. So normally I wouldn't like spend too much time on the authentication card, but I do want to see if they've done something like special before we open up Mega Spacemolly. So let's just check it out. I'm gonna quickly glance and see if there's something different. Oh yeah, totally. So there's no special card that it comes with, and you all know I cover up my product ID because there's a lot of people making some fake Mega Spacemollies now. So as you can see here, this is pretty common. It just says Trevor Andrew, and underneath my finger would be the product ID, your QR code, and then at the back, they still have that graffiti kind of like name in there, but here you can see that it says Mega Spacemolly, and then we have that simple graffiti art at the bottom of the card. So that's pretty cool. I love it when they use some type of artwork in the back of the authentication card, but we all know that the older 400% don't have those. So it's very rare for them to do it unless it's limited edition. So I'm just putting this back. Oh my gosh, I can already see from the plastic here that this is going to be a cool piece. So good news is that, again, I feel like I've been traumatized from my previous unboxing, but I can see the camcorder in here. So that's cool. So let's go ahead and unbox. What are we waiting for? Let's take out all of this sticky tape. Oh my gosh, I am so excited about this one because I don't own any Mega Spacemolly that actually have a leather jacket. So I have Mega Spacemolly that is covered from head to toe with different fabric material, but never clothes. Like, you know what I mean? And we all know, like, some of the IPs, like the Monster Labubu and Skull Panda, all of those products from POPMART, you're able to customize them with clothes, but I've never seen them in a Mega Spacemolly. So this is interesting because now the sky's the limit. Like, not only is it a collector's piece, an artwork, because they collaborate with a lot of artists, but if you can like customize the clothes too, I mean, how amazing would that be? So I just took out the tape. Okay, so we'll start off with the feet. We all know that her right foot is always the Kenny's Work and the PopMart logo. And then as you can see here, it has the copyright for Trevor Andrew. So that's pretty cool. And we can also already see that this indicates that, you know, it's going to be like the graffiti paint that like drips down a little bit. So that's pretty cool. Oh my gosh, let me just zoom out a little bit more so you can see the full view. Okay, oh my God, I'm so excited, you guys. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Oh my gosh. Ta-da-da-da. Wow. Oh my gosh, let's just fix the lighting. Do you guys see this? Wow. It has a leather jacket. So his suit, his astronauts, or I'm sorry, her astronaut suit is covered with this leather jacket that even have a zipper. That is insane. Okay, let's take out all the plastic. So oh my gosh, this is super, super cool. Wow, I love it. And this actually reminds me a little bit of the John Bergerman because of the eggs. Like, what's up with the eggs? Like, everybody just likes eggs. Oh my gosh, let me take out all the plastic. So normally under the pits of our Mega Space Molly, they would have like 2 more plastic, but obviously this one has clothes, so they're not concerned about that. But they did cover all of the studs with the plastic so that it doesn't get scratched during the shipment. So that's pretty cool. So let me just take out all of this little plastic carefully. Now I don't know, like I kind of feel like I should be wearing gloves every time I open up a Mega Space Molly, but at the same time, I want to feel it. I want to feel the material. Is it good quality? I just want to feel it. That's one of the reasons why I don't wear gloves, but should I? I don't know. I mean, it's not like I'm selling these things. Okay, so wow, it really feels, oh my gosh, can you take this off? No, you cannot. Okay. Wow, that is crazy. Okay, let's start off with the clothes, just because this is super cool. So again, he has this leather. I don't know if it's actually real leather, but it has a real leather jacket with the graffiti artwork, like the stars. So it says "is real." And then, oh, we all know it says ghost. So Trevor Andrew is actually very known for the Gucci ghost. I don't know if you guys know that, but it's like a ghost symbol. That's like a graffiti drawing. That's what he's known for. Let's see if we can see it in any of the graffitis in here. So we have the star, the diamond, we have a samurai sword, bones, and then at the back it says, okay, hold on. I'm way too excited and I'm too fast. So we're gonna look out for that ghost around. But I love that the badge says Trevor Andrew here, and then again the soda pop, right? The soda pop is there, and then let's look around. So again, the whole entire suit is black, so that's super cool. And then what they've done is they use this really metallic silver chrome that goes from the front of the suit all the way to the back, and then of course at the back, I love that they put some graffitis in here too. So it says no. That is super cool. And then I love that they kept the Space Molly logo in there. I love it. That is awesome. So in terms of the paint, it is not a shiny paint. This is a really, it's not matted either, but it's more on the matted side of the paint instead of the shiny paints that we see in some of the Mega Space Molly. They went around the Molly and used, that chrome silver on the boots, a part of the canister, and then of course the helmet. That is amazing. That is super cool. And at the same time, I'm thinking to myself, it's already getting dusty. And I just opened it up, like, let alone on a month-to-month basis. So just for everybody's information, I clean all of my Molly once. I try every 2 weeks, but once a month for sure, I dust all of my Molly and I make sure that all of the mechanical features are working well. So nothing is loose. Let's look at her face. Wow. Look at that. That is super cool. She has the lower lashes with a mole. Wow. And of course, they kept the kind of like that punk vibe. But the face, the blush, and the lips, again, those are all Molly features that are pretty common. So they kept it original. That is pretty amazing. Wow. That's cool, you guys. Oh my gosh. And I'm kind of bummed out because I know that on the Series 4, where we have like a full set of the 100%, the Gucci Ghost is hot pink. So it doesn't match this one at all whatsoever. So that's pretty interesting that they actually did it that way. So now let's look at the camcorder. So yeah, the Trevor Andrew on the 100% is actually Gucci Ghost, which a lot of people are asking like what it was. But yeah, the 100% doesn't match the 400 and the 1000%. I know they sold this in 1000%. I actually debated whether to get it or not, but I'm really looking forward to the Molly Moon, so I did not order it. But if I cannot get the Molly Moon, this would be a good 1000% to collect. So how cool is this? They carried over that checkerboard style with the Molly on both sides, and then they have that chrome silver on the camcorder itself, and then again, that letter R. That is super cool. And then again, we have that like water waves that he used on the graffiti on the helmet as well. I want to point out one more thing too, once I put this in. I don't know if you guys had noticed, but similar to the Macau Limited, if you haven't seen that video, I'm going to post it in here. The helmet on this Molly is not clear. So as you can see, it's like a gray/black transparent color. So when the helmet is down, you can barely see her face. So in the Macau, it's actually a yellow-orange helmet or visor. So when you put it down, she looks a little bit tan, but when you put it up, you can see that it's Molly's original color. So that's very similar to this kind of like style. Wow, this is so cool, you guys. How amazing is that? Well, that's our first unboxing, but I'm also going to have an extended unboxing actually, because I got another item in here that I wanted to share with you in this video. But before we do that, I hope you love this Trevor Andrew unboxing. I love it so much. I cannot wait to see more of this kind of like, you know, clothes style. I cannot wait for Mega Space Molly to actually have, I don't know, a dress, a, you know, tutu, you know, like different types of material and not just the astronaut suit. But again, I love it either way, but this is super unique. So if you are a collector, I would say make sure that you get one of these because this is one of the few that actually has clothes on. Okay. So that being said, I'm going to put her aside. Oh, I'm so excited to put that on my display. Oh, that looks so cool. But I also want to unbox, ta-da! This is 52 Toys Nook. This is a How to Train a Dragon inspired plush pendant. And I actually got this for my daughter. So let's go ahead and unbox. I'm so excited about this one too. So as you can tell, we have a theme. It's like black and white theme for the day. I love it. It's super punk. So here's the things that I wanted to just mention. We all know that packaging recently or like shipping has been pretty bad with a lot of this toy company. So as you can see here, my packaging has been destroyed too. Like how crazy is that? It's crazy. But anyway, let's look at this. This works so well because guess what? This particular plush pendant is not very plushy. It is actually also leather plush pendant. And so that's one of the reasons why I want to open it at the same time. Do you see how cool the material is? I mean, come on. So this is the first leather type plush pendant that you can actually wear in your backpack. So this is bigger. So as you can see, that's our 400%. And if I put them side by side, this is pretty large. So I wouldn't say that you can carry this around in your bag unless you have like an Hermes 40. I would say that this is more on the backpack kind of situation. But let's see what this looks like. Oh my gosh, there's wires. Look at the packaging. There's wires. That is crazy. Oh no, it is wires. Okay, well then I guess we're just gonna have to untwist it. So it's not something that I can cut with the scissors. And then this one too. Oh my goodness. Do they not want you to take it out of the packaging? Maybe. Oh my gosh. Guys, I hope that you're not bored with me like unboxing this because they actually don't want you to take it out of the box. That's crazy. Okay, that's a lot of work. Okay, it's almost there. It's almost there. Patience is character building. Okay, and then there's more. Oh my goodness. This is crazy, but I hope that it's worth it. Okay, almost there. So if you had gotten the Trevor Andrew or the Nook, How to Train a Dragon, let me know in the comments down below. You know, again, everybody has their own like art, right? Like everybody loves their own color. And to be honest with you, I've never seen myself purchasing like a darker side of like the Molly collection, but this might be one of my favorites along with the clat. And the clat is actually black too. So that's pretty exciting to me. Okay. Ta-da! Finally! Oh my gosh! How cool is this? Look at how cool this is. Wow! It says DreamWorks Dragon, and then we, of course, have Night Fury as the headpiece, and you can take off the plastic, but I think I'm gonna leave that for my daughter to play with. And then you have Nook. I love that the hands are wired, so you can move it around. The feet are wired. Oh no, the feet are not wired, so it is what it is. And then, of course, the dragon wings. That is super cool. And we all know if you have not... Oh, the tails are also wired. How cool is that? If you have not seen How to Train a Dragon in the cartoon form or the new newly released movie, which is not cartoons, then I wouldn't talk about the tail so that I don't ruin the movie for you. But anyway, wow, how cute. Oh my gosh, how awesome is this? This is super cool. I love it. I hope that you enjoyed our unboxing, and I hope that we see you again next time we do our unboxing for our Mega Space Molly next Friday. Until next time, bye everybody.